It's time to test your limits. How far can you go with something? Learning a new skill, trying out something new, before you back down, you stop, and then you completely regress. That's what we're talking about in today's video. So hello everyone, my name is Autumn Asphodel and I am a coach to help you live your best life and find your true purpose. And you can schedule a free consultation over at autumasphodel.com/coaching. In today's video, we'll be talking about testing your limits, how to break free from this state of resistance that you're in, that you feel trapped, you feel stuck, you haven't been able to make any sort of progress. You test your limits, you step out of your comfort zone. That's what we're talking about in today's video, so enjoy it. How far can you go before you back down, give up, turn away and reverse course? How comfortable are you when faced with a challenge? Do you give up too easily? Or do you keep pushing through to persevere? Wherever you stop is your limit and how much you're willing to give something before you either give up or revert back to your old ways. This is what you can be mindful of to break past this limit and make progress. Staying in your comfort zone will only get you so far in life. You may feel stagnant and like nothing will change, sitting in the same place each day, week, month, year, or even for a decade or more. Stagnant growth as you want to do something new in your life, but are too scared since each time you attempt a new task, you give up without actually trying or revert back after a short period of time. You have to be able to step out of your comfort zone if you want true progress. Your comfort zone is unique to you since what is perfectly fine for some may be extremely uncomfortable for others. So find something that makes you feel uncomfortable and analyze your reasoning for it. Why are you uncomfortable? It's linked to something from the past. If so, what can you do in the present to remove that association? There are many ways of going about this, but the best one is to push through, no matter how difficult it is. Whatever your limits are is individualized and personal to you because someone else may be able to do what you're uncomfortable doing with ease and not have a problem. But if you're trying to learn a new skill, if you want to be able to get out in the world a bit, maybe even meet new people, do things that you've always wanted to do but are too scared to do it, you have to be able to break down that resistance. What is your limit? How far can you go up to that brick wall that stops you from doing it before you turn around? That brick wall has to be taken down. Either you can take it down little by little, moving it maybe even further and further away as you test the boundaries little by little, or you break it down and do something that is so extreme with what you want to do, or at least what you perceive as extreme. And you break through it, and then you break through that resistance and you become more comfortable. Whatever the thing is that you choose, it's very important to break through this resistance so that you can actually make progress with what you want to do in life. If you have fear of being the center of attention, giving speeches, and lack confidence expressing your interests, then what is going to help you do these things? The only thing is exposure. You can go to therapy to address the deep-rooted issues that are causing you to have low confidence, do hypnosis and positive suggestions to boost your confidence, but the only thing that will prove to you that it's not as bad as you're thinking is to actually go for it. If you are afraid, then start small, testing those limits, shattering those boundaries little by little. Then once you do it, the limit is further away as you now feel more comfortable. Some people may benefit from jumping right into the most intense thing right away, but not everyone is like that as it could become a shock to the system. This is often a positive shock that will break the walls of resistance down and rapidly allow the person to become more comfortable. But this is the wrong approach for some people. So it's best to start small and slowly making your way into something, testing your limits and stepping out of your comfort zone. If you are uncomfortable doing something, explore your emotions around it and begin to inch your way towards this resistance. Push back on the resistance, but not too far to the point of it bouncing you back like a rubber band. Take it slowly to keep pushing that limit further and further away. Or just jump right into intense activity to break that barrier. Whatever you decide, It's important to keep testing yourself and eliminating your barriers to avoid being stagnant in life. Let me know how this works for you. Have a great day. There was a point in my life that I was very stuck, that I felt as though nothing was going right, everything was going the opposite direction, and things were looking like nothing was going to change. I was just stuck in this cycle. My approach is usually a very slow approach. So for me, here's a very good example. I was terrified of doing any sort of speaking in front of people, speaking in front of a crowd, speaking, talking with other people. It was very, very hard for me to do that. But what did I need to do in order to actually combat that? I needed to speak in front of other people. I needed to talk to other people. I needed to be able to get out there, get in front of a crowd, and just speak. Well, very early on, it was very difficult to do that. It really was. And then I started making videos here, kind of talking to myself essentially, because that's basically all I'm doing right now. I'm in front of a camera, talking. That's it. There is no one else in here at all, except for, maybe some stuffed animals over there in the corner, just listening. But there's no one else here. So being able to do that was terrifying for me initially. That really was. But I managed to do it. I posted it online. And, that was over a decade ago at this point. And now I've been able to give presentations. I'm able to get up in front of a crowd. I'm able to be the center of attention in front of a group of people as they're looking at me, staring at me, listening to what I'm saying, looking at my body, every inch of it, maybe studying it, analyzing it, maybe even thinking whatever it is that they're thinking in their mind, whatever it is. I'm able to do that now, and the anxiety that I have is basically non-existent. It is so low that I am just amazed every single time that I step in front of people. It really is just absolutely remarkable. The only time that I will have anxiety is maybe hours before I'm about to do this presentation or whatever it is that I'm going to be doing. Hours before, I'm just thinking in my mind, like, oh my gosh. But then I'm like, what's the big deal? And it's crazy because when I actually go in front of the people, that lack of confidence, that anxiety that I have even is gone. It doesn't exist. It's just the thought that I have hours prior. So that's something that you have to be able to do. And that's something that I did very slowly. But also at the same time, it wasn't necessarily slow, because if you have intense fear of being in front of a crowd and doing presentations and having you be the center of attention, you have to do it. You have to go and do it. Meet other people, do these things, and then you feel so much better. Be sure to check out the amazing merchandise over at Asphodel's shop for some inspiring designs. I'm sure you'll find something amazing. Also, become a member. $5 up and above will get you early access to new content months before it is publicly available to anyone else. So I'm really curious to hear what your thoughts are on this. What is the thing that you feel uncomfortable doing that you really want to do? How do you get over that hurdle? How are you going to get over that hurdle rather? You have to be able to push through that and be exposed to that in order for you to be able to go about it. I hear all the time people are too shy, too scared to go out and meet people, and they really want to. They want to meet new people. The only way to do it is to get out there and do it. You can meet so many people online. That's just one thing, but no. Meeting in person, meeting other people in person, meeting friends, making friends is an entirely different experience. So you have to be able to do that. So let me know what your thoughts are. You all take care, have a great one, and I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.